In today's video, we are going to see how we can update a SharePoint list using REST API. The code or the demo we will do in SharePoint Online environment, but the same code we can use to update any list in SharePoint on-premises versions like SharePoint 2013, 2016 or SharePoint 2019. So when I'm saying update a list, meaning what? We will update the list title and the list description here, but we cannot change the list URL. So what exactly we are going to see here, let me show you this diagram so you'll be able to understand what we are going to do here. So if you'll see here, I have provided options where user can enter the old list title, the list title which they want to update, and what will be the new list title, and then the list description. So these three things we are going to provide, and once user will click on this button, then the list title and the description will be updated. Now what we'll do for this is I will explain the code here, but if you have not checked my previous video where I have explained how we can create a list and how we can delete the list, then I'll put the link over there in this video description. Have a look at that. You will also see how we can create and delete list. Now let me open the code here. So if you'll see here, you can see the diagram as well. So here we will play with some HTML controls and jQuery obviously, and then we will use our REST API code to communicate with SharePoint. Now if you'll see it here, I have taken a tabular structure. So I took a table, and then I have taken the input box. This is just to show the description on the left side. You can see here this description, and then I have taken a multi-line text box so that user can enter a description. So for that we have taken a multi-line text box, and this will be a text area control on HTML. And then I have a button, and there is a button ID is button click. And then we require JavaScript or the jQuery file references here. So I have added this jQuery reference. You can either download this and then you can refer it from your SharePoint site. You can save it any library, and then from there you can refer the jQuery files. But for this example, I have added, or I have given the CDN path from the jQuery itself. Then we have attached the on click method to this button. So you can see here button dot click. And next what we are doing is we are retrieving all these values. So whatever user will enter on these text boxes, here you can see the old title, the new title and the description. And next thing is we are going to retrieve the list, existing list or the old list which you want to update. So that is the reason the REST endpoint is, you can see here underscore web slash list get by title, and then we are providing the old title here, and underscore sp page context info dot web absolute URL. This will give you the SharePoint site URL on which you are working now or where you are executing the code. And then we are calling the REST URL here or the REST endpoint here. So we are providing the URL type is post because we are trying to update something on this, and then the metadata, so sp.list the type, and what will be the description. You can see here the description will be the new description which we retrieve here, and the title, the new title which we retrieved here, you can see here. And then in the header we have to pass couple of things on that. One thing is the x-http method. In this case it is merge. So what does this merge meaning? The setting of the properties is optional. So any properties that you do not explicitly provide, it will actually retain the current property. So that's the reason we have taken merge. And then you can see here application and content, accept and content type. The x-request digest, as I said before, we required this for the post method, and this will be the value that we need to pass so that our SharePoint will understand that this request came from a valid page, and then if match star. So whatever this is there, it will update that. And then on success and on failure, so just we have a alert method here which will display that this the list description and the title has been updated, and if there is any error, then it will show that there's some error on that. So I'll now copy this code. So I just copied the entire code, and then I'll open my SharePoint site. Okay, so if you are interested for SharePoint training, I have SharePoint development training courses that is from beginner level to advanced level. You can have a look at this course. This is for SharePoint Online, and also I have added for content for 2019 and 2016 as well. So this SharePoint development training is more than 50 hours of videos, and then I'm regularly updating this also. So you can have a look at that, and if you scroll down, you can see the entire content here in this in this course module. So you can have a look at this course details over here. Now, if I will look at here, I will open a text page here. This is a web part page. So you can see here, this is a web part page, and I have couple of list and libraries on this particular site. So we will try to update this list one is there. So we will try to update that. So for that, I'll edit this page. So if you have not created a web part page, you can create that and then we can use it. So click on add a web part, and here you can go to media and content, the script editor web part. So remember, you can use also the content editor web part, but I prefer to use script editor web part always. So click on add, and then click on over there edit snippet, and then you can see here now the look and feel or the code, the form is looking like this, where user have the option to provide all these details. Now I'll click on stop editing. So once we have everything, so if I'll just remove these parameters, everything, so you can see here we have the page where our user can enter the end title, new title, and all these things. So I will take, you can see here list one is there. So the old title we will take list one. What will be the new or title? So for example, I will say training, training lists, and then I will say this is a training list. And next what we can do is I will just click on update list. You can see here, and here it is showing list title and description updated successfully. Now go to the other page. Let's refresh this, and it should be there should be a list now, and you can see here the test list is not there, and we should have a list now over here, which is the list is training list. So it should be there somewhere. You can see here training list, and if I will click on that, you can see from the URL it is list one, because as I said before, the URL will not be changed, only the list description. You can see here it is changed now, training list is there. So I hope you can use the same code in your case, and it will be able to, you will be able to update the list title and the description. And remember, this code will work on SharePoint 2013 2016 any on-premises version also, whatever you are using, the code will work over there. I'll put the code, I'll put the a link of my blog post where you can get the code over there, and that will be there in the video description. You can have a look at that. So if you're really interested for this kind of videos, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. You will get a lot of free videos on Office 365, SharePoint, SPFX, Power Platform. So you have a lot of content you will get, and do like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you and have a nice day.